So you signed up for the Hive recruiting. Well, the first thing that you're going to want to do is set it up, obviously. So I'm going to go through how to set up the admin part of the account. This is really kind of the bulk part and the hardest part. Everything else to set up is pretty easy. But yeah, when you register, it's going to be basically a blank slate. There's going to be a few email templates, a few other things, but for the most part, it's stuff you're all going to want to change anyway, or kind of make it your own, I should say. But so yeah, the first thing you'll do is you're gonna want to set up your email settings. I say that's the first thing to do because a lot of people forget about it and the system won't send any emails unless you set up your settings. So you're gonna go over here to the left side, go to email, go to settings, and the first thing you're going to see is the email signature profile. And so you can create an email signature inside of the Hive. If you already have one, a lot of people already have one, like through Symmetry. I'll show you where you can copy and paste your already existing signature and just use it in the Hive. But if you want to create your own, I'll kind of go through that as well. So you can add a logo if you want. I'm not going to. But I will fill everything else out. And then once you fill out all the information, you can kind of edit how you have it gone, or how you have it want it to look. And so it doesn't really matter how much of this information you fill out. You can do as much or as little as you want, especially if you're just gonna do your own, your own custom signature. But yeah, so you fill out that information and everything like that. Uh, Then you'll see down here that you have signature styles. So you can do a custom signature, which is where you can copy and paste that in there, or you can edit things along here. Anyway, then you're going to want to go on to other default options inside of the Hive. So you can put in an agency logo, and this will be used throughout all the accounts. But if somebody has their own logo, like if you have like another agency as a sub account, they can add their own in their own personal account and it'll override yours. But anyway, yeah, so you can go ahead and add a logo. I'm just going to add my B logo here. I'm going to name it the Hive Agency. And then put a Calendly link if you have it, because you can use all of these things as variables in emails as well. So I'm going to go like this. But anyway, like I said, you don't have to fill out the whole top part, but you do have to fill out the send from settings. So this is what you have to do in order to have the system send emails. So there's two different ways you can send emails in the Hive. You can either use the Hive's email server, which makes this top part very important, or you can connect your Gmail account. But either way, you're going to want to fill this whole thing out. So just choose whatever email you want to send from. And then the from name is going to be how it displays to the person you're sending. So instead of the email address, like in their inbox, it'll say either your agency name or your name, whatever you want it to. I'm just going to put the Hive. And then the reply to is really important if you are not going to connect to your Gmail account, because if you use my email server, then whenever somebody replies to that email, it'll go to whatever you put in here. So I'm just going to put same thing. And then you're going to see address, city, state, zip, everything like that. So you have to fill this out in order to comply with the CAN spam law in America. And so basically it's just a law that helps with spam. So if it helps verify it's an actual business, they can send mail to this address to tell you to stop sending them emails, things like that. So it's dumb, but it's required. And so you can either put, your home address, your business address, or you can put like a corporate address. So like Symmetry's address, because a lot of people don't really want to put their own. I'm going to put my childhood home. and once you do that, you're all done. You don't have to click save on anything. As soon as you unfocus out of these input boxes, then it'll save it. And so once you're done setting up your email profile, then next thing you're gonna wanna do is create some email templates. So you're gonna go over here, go to templates, and like I said, it's already gonna have a few email templates in here. And you can go ahead and edit them, go through them, preview them, see what they look like, you know, things like that. So I'm just gonna recreate this application email just to show you how to do it. Or actually, you know what I will do is I'm going to create an email called no contact. And in the subject line, we would like to schedule an interview. So this email, I'm not gonna put much effort into it, but it's gonna be an email that you could use, you know, when you're calling leads and they don't, like, say you call an applicant for the first time and they don't pick up, then you can set it up to send an email saying, hey, we tried reaching out to you. Here's a link to some videos. How about you schedule an interview on my calendar? So in the email templates and text message templates and stuff, there's a bunch of message variables. So you can go click there, read what they are. You know, it's a bunch of just stuff that's in your system. So we'll start this email out with, actually not client full name. Client first name. Let's do that. Say we tried giving you a call today to set up an interview. We received your application from ZipRecruiter and we're very impressed. Whenever we were hoping to schedule a quick 10-minute interview to discuss this opportunity. Anyway, I'm not going to really do anything else to it because I'm sure you don't want to just watch me type for a little while. So anyway, you know, this will look pretty familiar to you. It looks just like a, you know, Microsoft Word or something like that. So if you want to bold, you can do that. You can put bullet points in, things like that. I'm also going to put my Calendly link. Please check out my calendar and schedule a time that works best for you. Then I'm going to put my Calendly link. I deleted everything. There we go. Okay. I'm going to put my Calendly link there and say thank you. Then put my email signature. And that's it. Pretty simple. And so just so you know, up here where it says email name, that's only visible to you. It's not visible to them, but obviously the email subject line is. So I'm just going to go ahead and save that. And then next thing we're going to do, and well, obviously, you know, do that for all the email scenarios that you want. So like an application email, an email that you want to be sent to them when they apply. So here's a good example of that. You know, no contact email, maybe a contact email that says, hey, it was great talking to you. Here is that calendar link that I talked to you about on the phone, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, create as many emails as you want. And then after you're done doing that, go ahead and go to templates. So I already have one template in here. So thanks for applying a template. Pretty simple, but I'll show you how to make another one. So text name is just like the email name is only visible to you. So I'm going to say no contact. So I'm going to put in client first name variable and say, I just tried to call you to set up an interview. We received your application and would like to move you to the next step. When you have the time, schedule a time that works best. You to for a quick initial interview. Here is my calendar. Insert another variable. Boom. Done. Hit save text message. Let's check that out. Perfect. Okay, cool. So same thing, create as many text message templates as you want. The emails and the text messages can all be attached to statuses. So when you're statusing a lead, if you status it with like a no contact, then it'll send the no contact email and the no contact text message. But I'll show you how to do that next. So yeah, next step is going to be going and making some lead statuses. So you're going to go over here to leads. You're going to go over here to phone and click on statuses. And it'll come with a few statuses here, but let's create one. You can also, delete these, edit them all you want, but we'll just add a new one. And guess what we're going to call it? No contact. So that is what we're going to name it. Then you'll choose what you want that status to signify the lead as. So either an active lead or a dead lead. Most of your statuses will probably be active, but a dead lead scenario would be something like they're not interested, they already have a job, they don't want you to talk to them anymore, something like that. So choose active lead, and then this is where you can attach emails or text messages to the status. So right now there's nothing attached, so if you status them as no contact, it'll just status them as that. It won't send any emails or text messages. So go ahead and click your drop down. It'll have all of your email and text message templates in it. And so I'm just going to add that no contact email, add another status, and go no contact text. And that's it. Hit save status. And boom, you see it right here. You'll see it says preview actions, and it'll show you if there's more than one action, it'll show these buttons, and so you can click between them to see what it'll do. So action number 1 is it'll send that email that I created. Then action number 2 is it'll send the text message that I created. Pretty simple. If you want to delete one, just click the delete button, hit the little trash can next to it. Easy as that. Anyway, so yeah, go ahead and make as many statuses as you feel is appropriate or for every scenario that you can think of. And so once you're done with that, so the next thing you're going to want to do is activate job boards. So you're going to go over here, click user settings, click on job board, and then most people are using ZipRecruiter, so we're just going to activate ZipRecruiter. Click it using, that'll kind of open up a few options in the system. And so then you're going to go and you're going to create an application campaign. So there's 2 different types of campaigns in the Hive. There's a traditional campaign, which a lot of people know is like a drip campaign or something like that. And then there's an application campaign. So all the application campaign is going to do is when somebody enters your system, whether it's through a direct connection with ZipRecruiter or if you enter them through a CSV file or a manual, add them, you can set it up to send this campaign. So to create, or this email in the campaign. So to create the campaign, you're going to click add applicant campaign, and then you're going to name it. So I'm just going to do applicant campaign. And then which job source will this be for? ZipRecruiter, And then it's going to ask which email template would you like to be used for this campaign. So actually one of the emails templates that was in there already is application email. So I'm going to click that and then hit next. And then how long after entering the system would you like this email to be sent? You're likely going to say immediately, but I have a few other options in case you're feeling crazy and just want the application email to be sent 2 days after they apply. I don't know why you would, but yeah, most people will probably select immediately. And then almost done, just have to review it. There's not really much to these campaigns. And then you say, okay, looks good, save it. Oh, would you like to start this? We'll say no for right now. All right, you're all done. So I'll click on application campaign. You'll see it here. You can click preview. It'll show you, the email that's going to be sent. And then also up here, it's going to show kind of more relevant information. So let's say when leads enter your system from the zip job board, they'll be sent to the following email. And once a lead enters, this email will be sent immediately. That way you know what it's going to do. So you're going to want to, you can control this by clicking the pause or stop button. When it is blue, it is on. When it's white, it is off. And so you're gonna want to turn it on. And that way, as soon as anybody enters the system, they'll get that email. And if it's off, they won't get any emails. And then, the next thing you're going to want to do is get some leads going. Actually, you know what? I can show you how to do a traditional campaign as well. So you can set up a drip campaign. So for instance, like you can set it up for if you, let's name it, no contact drip. So you can go through and which status would you like to have? So you need a condition to enter the campaign. And so, you can do something, we'll just use this no contact, for instance, right now. You can select as many as you want, and any of those statuses will enter it. So actually, let's do missed interview and no contact. We'll enter them into this campaign. So right now you can send up to 5 emails. I'm just going to do 2. And so I don't really have any appropriate email templates for it. But basically you're going to want to create some email templates that will be appropriate so that you want to send. So like if you never got a hold of somebody and you just wanted to reach out to them a few weeks later, create an email template for that. I'm just going to choose a couple random ones. So you'll notice that one has a 1, one has a 2. So that's the order that they're going to be sent in. So this one's going to go first and that one's going to go second. If you don't like that, you can unclick them and just do them whatever order you want them to be received in. So you hit next. And then how many days apart would you like the emails to be sent? So I'm going to have these be 2 weeks apart. So after the first one sends, the second one won't send for 2 more weeks. And then how long after entering the campaign would you like the first email sent? So as soon as they enter the campaign, I think I'm just going to set them up for 1 week after. And that's pretty much it. We're going to review it. It'll show the email templates that you're using, how far apart the emails will be sent, everything like that. So we're just going to say, yep. Would you like to start this? Yep. Boom, done. Campaign's going. So as soon as any of those conditions are met, they'll be entered into that campaign. Anyway, so the next thing you're going to want to do is, you're going to want to, I'll show you how to enter in or connect your Gmail account in case you want to. So you'll go here, you'll go to, I will do it a little slower, go to the cog underneath the B, then go to integrations. And these are going to be the integrations you're able to have. So I'm just going to connect Gmail. You can connect your calendar so you can schedule callbacks with people and have it show up in your calendar or schedule interviews and things like that. But I'm just going to connect Gmail right now. So you click it, pretty self-explanatory. You're just going to click on it, connect it, and that's it. We've all connected Gmail accounts to something before. And then kind of the final step would be to get leads into the system. So if you have a connection with like ZipRecruiter or Monster, that process will kind of be automatic. They'll show up. There's not really much I can do to really show it to you. But as soon as people apply, they'll show up into the system. They'll receive that applicant email campaign, right? Let's make sure it's going. Oh, it is. Perfect. But if you are going to be, importing leads via a CSV file, like from something like Facebook or Indeed or something like that, you can click this little guy up here. And this is also where you can manually enter a lead. So like if you know somebody or something like that, you can enter them in here. But we're going to import a CSV file because this is a little more relevant. So I have a ZipRecruiter file here. And just put it in. I think it actually all has my all of my information. So it should automatically kind of find the correct spot. So when you enter a CSV file in, on the left side is going to be the file's row names. And on this side would be my row names. And you're just going to want to match them up. So, job goes with job title, city, state, apply date, date applied, everything like that. But this, like I said, the system tries to connect them. So there shouldn't be much you have to do, but if you want, just kind of make sure everything matches up how you want. Like some of the things you can't enter in, like questions and answers, there's not really a spot for in the Hive. Deal breaker questions, things like that. And then so when you're manually inputting leads like this, you can choose to add them to a campaign immediately, or not. So the reason that it's an option is in case, these are old leads that you have from like a previous system or something like that. You can input them in, and if you don't want them to get the applicant email campaign, then they won't. But we're just going to pretend for right now. So you can add them to the applicant campaign. And so that's how you would add them to that. Or you can also add them to a drip campaign. You actually can add them to as many campaigns as you want in this section. But when you're done, just hit the little close button. And that's it. We'll say save template and upload. That's it. Let's check them out, or you can just deal with them later. We'll check them out. So boom, here are the leads that I sent. Luckily, they have my email because I just sent myself 3 emails. And anyway, so I'll kind of show you what it looks like from like ZipRecruiter, for instance. So it will show their phone number, their email, which is my test email. Then it'll show whether you've called them or not, the city that they're in, the state that they're in. It'll also show the job location, the job that they applied to, the date that they applied, any notes that might have been in like that in the file that you uploaded. Like this one had some notes in there. Looks like they came from ZipRecruiter. And then it'll also track how many calls, how many emails, and everything have been sent to that. And yeah, that's it. So then next thing to do is start dialing, but that's going to be a different video. Anyways, that's kind of like the main part of it. So another thing that you're going to want to do after this is provision a phone number. So you're going to click on that little settings cog, go over to Hive Phone, click on phone numbers, and you have 2 free phone numbers. Any additional phone number costs $2 per month, and there's also a $1.50 activation fee for each additional phone number as well. Anyway, so you can click on add a new number. You can search by state. So if you just wanted to search all of California, you can hit search, and it'll give you 5 options. So it just gives you 5 options, but if you don't like any of them, you can just keep hitting search and it'll give you more and more options. So keep hitting search until you find what you want, or you can type in a specific area code, and there you go. Same thing, just keep hitting search until you find one you like. Then you can hit choose. It's going to give you a little warning, and then click yes. I'm not going to buy it right now because this is a fake account and it's not worth it. Anyway, once you click that, it'll show up in the dialer account under this current number section. And then you're also going to want to record a voicemail. So you're going to go back to Hive Phone, voicemail box, because right now without a voicemail, no one's going to be able to leave you a voicemail if they call back. So there's no voicemail right now. You can upload a voicemail if you already have one recorded in a different platform or somewhere else, or you can record one right in the app. So what you're going to want to do is name it, and just name it like regular voicemail. And then you're going to see this little microphone icon. As soon as you click it, it's going to begin recording. Hi, this is Tim from the Hive. I can't pick up my phone right now, so leave me a message. Thank you. And so
Hi, this is Tim.
So you're going to hit that stop button and it'll save it. As you can see, it just started playing it. You can preview it.
See Hi, this is Tim from the Hive.
Awful my voice sounds recorded. If you don't like it, you can just hit this little X here and it'll delete it. You can record again. But if you do like it, hit save and it's going to say, oh, it's going to take like 10 minutes. It doesn't. It's pretty much instant. But just in case, like if you leave a particularly long one, it might take the system a little longer to record it or to convert it and put it as your voicemail. But then you'll see here, your recording, regular voicemail, it's currently set as voicemail. So if you record a couple of them, you can choose. So like if you wanted to make a vacation voicemail, you can click that and it'll record it. And then there's also where you can record voicemail drops for when you're dialing. But that's also something I'll get into at a different time. But it works the exact same way. But yeah, anyway, that is everything. And that will get you set up with your account.